Hey guys, Gravender here. Welcome back to another episode of Marvel Contest of Champions and the How to Effectively Use series. Now this is the first video that I'm doing here on MobileGamer's channel, and if you guys don't know, I've done quite a few collabs with MobileGamer, and he reached out and asked me if I would want to do a couple of videos here on his channel, just give you guys a little bit more Contest of Champions material, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. I've got some of the videos of this series over on my channel if you guys want to go check it out. I'm sure Mobile will leave a link in the description down below to my channel, but let's get into it. So what I do with this series is just kind of give you guys a little bit of a rundown and basic setup for the characters. Currently I am on Captain America. His attack isn't really as great as Captain America World War II, and the fact that he doesn't have bleed like Captain America World War II makes him a little bit less useful. Let's just put it like that. He's still really useful though. That's the good thing about it. His blocking ability is the best thing about him. Let's take a look here. We've got a rank 4, level 40 of 40, Captain America. His signature ability Last Stand, I have it awakened to 21. Block proficiency 5, fatigue 5, and stun 2. That's what I like about this Captain America a lot more than the other one is the fact that he actually has a potential chance to stun off of the level 1 attack and the level 2 attack. Let's take a look at the synergy ability. Last Stand. The chance to perfectly block all damage increases by up to 37.4% based on lost health, providing hope when the Cap needs it most. So what you're really looking at here is kind of like the reverse Hulk Rage, because when Hulk loses health, his attack goes up. Whenever Cap loses health, his blocking goes up. So he's more of a defensive player than he is an attack. I like him though, don't get me wrong. These characters here, Captain America and Captain America World War II, come in the most handy whenever it comes to alliance quests or anything else of that nature in these days. Whenever block proficiency is something that you absolutely need and you just can't get through, these guys take the least amount of health. Let's take a look at the rest of his abilities here. Blocking reduces 28% additional damage from attacks. That's pretty huge, 28%, especially in this game. Things trigger off like it's crazy in this game, even whenever they're like 7 or 8%. So 28% additional damage from attacks is pretty cool in my book. You get a 20% chance that a block reduces all damage. Reducing all damage is even better than just reducing an additional 28%. Blocking. A perfect block has an 89% chance to fatigue the opponent, lowering their critical hit rate by 10% for 12 seconds. This was his biggest detriment for the longest time, was that fatigue that you would get off of a block coming from him. Because if you were going up against a character that had willpower, they would actually be able to boost up off of that fatigue. But now it's not so bad. Even though the fact that Cap, he only hit you with 1 fatigue as it was anyway. Now the whole deal with willpower is that you get 1 stack and that's all you can buff off of is that 1 stack. Cap's only doing that 1 stack to begin with. It's not as bad as it used to be. Special attacks, 30% chance to stun opponents for 3 seconds. The chance to stun is increased by 40% if the target is fatigued. So you gotta think, naturally you get a 30% chance to stun off of a level 1, level 2 attack or a level 3 attack. All 3 of them have the potential to stun. That's all there is to it. But if they have a stack of fatigue on them as well, there's a 40% chance added to that. So that's a 70% chance. As far as percentages go in this game, it's almost a guarantee though. It really is. So if you're really good at parry, and you can parry the characters in the game and get a stack of fatigue on them, and you want to do a little bit of damage more by stunning them, hit them with a signature attack. It's right there. It's easy to do. The only detriment to this, in my eyes, is the fact that once you hit them with that special attack, not only do they have the fatigue boost on, but they also have a stun boost on. That gives more to willpower. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it in the long run to be able to hit that fatigue. If you can keep them from getting fatigued, that's the best option. My big thing is, I like Captain America better for Alliance quests and just doing regular questing missions. He comes in really handy for Alliance wars if you need him. I would personally go with Captain America World War II over Captain America for an Alliance War offense. But if you don't have Captain America World War II, Captain America would work just as as well. You just kind of have to time and make sure you do everything properly so that you don't mess it up and really feed your opponent with willpower. But like I said, willpower is definitely not as much as what it used to be previously. So let's take a look at the synergy bonuses with Captain America. Spider-Man and Spider-Man Symbiote. We got a 6% armor buff, 6% armor buff with Winter Soldier, 7% crit rate with Superior Iron Man, and a 7% crit rate with Iron Man. Now, I absolutely love using the team of Captain America, Superior Iron Man, and Daredevil as a 3-part team. Those are the 3 that I would usually go to because they have an awesome synergy bonus, all 3 together, as far as crit-based teams go. But you get a defensive player out of Captain America, you get a regen character out of Superior Iron Man, and you get more of a hitter out of Daredevil. And he has the ability, if he's awakened, to evade any projectiles, which most characters in this game do have projectile moves. Take a look at the actual fight style Captain America. So I'm going to find us a match, and I'll be back with you guys as soon as I do. Alright, so we're going to be starting off with the 4-star, because he is at a lower level, so we're not going to get as much of a benefit out of him from Last Stand. But I mean, it does still come into play, so that's always a good thing. We're going to be going up against a class disadvantage here, going up against Elektra, and she is more powerful than us, at least as far as the power index goes. So we didn't get a stun off of that one. The stun chance, it's not the best in the world, but it is still a possibility. Oh, we're probably going to get hit. Nope. Okay, we pulled that one out without actually getting hit by that level 3 attack. I kind of didn't bait that out as well as I probably should have. That's never a good thing. You always want to try to bait out your level 1, level 2 attacks. I find it a lot more difficult to be able to bait in these regular versus quick matches than it is in any other time in the game. Usually you have a little bit better chance and opportunity to be able to bait out those attacks whenever you're going up against other characters in longer fights. Another class disadvantage, 3-star going up against a 5-star. This should be pretty decent actually, especially with Black Panther and his bleed abilities. Just did a video on him not too long ago. I am doing this series going through A to Z, so let's take him out. Hopefully we can, there's that bleed, man. See, his bleed is even, it's really cool because it completely overpowers the willpower. We were only getting 29 boost off of it, compared to his 67 attack. But we're going to block this one. Okay, so now he's got fatigue. And we're going to hit him with the L2. Which, I mean, if it hadn't completely destroyed him, it probably would have gave us a stun off of it. But apparently it's going to completely wipe him out. Which kind of stinks, but I would have liked to have seen the stun come off. We did see the fatigue portion of his abilities, which is a really good ability. I mean, if they got willpower, thankfully that Black Panther, he didn't have willpower on him. Lowering the critical hit chance rate at any point in time is actually a really good thing in most fights, especially if you're up against characters that don't have willpower, like if you're doing a quest mission or if you're doing Alliance Quest. Alliance Quest Captain America of any kind is really awesome for because of the fact they take less damage. Like I said previously, with the whole block proficiency stuff gone away now, it's a lot better to have a character involved that you can actually do something with, like Captain America, who takes less damage. Any character that takes less damage is going to be 100 times better for Alliance Quest because of the fact that you don't want to spend a ton of money doing it. I don't like spending a ton of money doing Alliance Quest. So if you take in a character like Captain America, you're going to have a better possibility of not having to waste items or spend money to be able to take them back up to where you need them at. So that's my biggest thing for him. That is how to effectively use him. I would essentially use him more over in Alliance Quests than I would anywhere else. Alliance Quest and regular questing. Like I said, he's not exactly the best for offense in Alliance Wars. I wouldn't put him on defense, definitely not. He is a defensive player from an offensive perspective, if that makes any sense to you guys. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Expect more of them on this channel and my channel as well, MobileGamer. Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me come on here and do some videos on your channel. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it. If you're your first time watching the channel, please consider leaving a sub on it. As always guys, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.